So President Trump is actually pushing for the Ukraine-Russia conflict to end, so it appears. And there are also high-ranking US military officials and lawmakers who side with the EU and who want to continue fight, or who want Ukraine to continue fighting, rather. One of them is General Chris Cavoli, who just days ago in April, this was several days ago, he openly undermined Trump in front of Congress during his testimony, and he suggested that Ukraine should keep fighting. He said the Russians are actually kind of losing steam. He said they're not as good. They're good in some areas, but overall they're not as good as the Ukrainian army. And there are many others like Cavoli. What does it take for this, I'm going to say, bloodthirsty military-industrial complex representatives, who I think he's part of, to finally say, you know what, that's enough. Ukraine is losing. Russia is clearly winning, and that's the only way that this is unfolding, and we will stop funding this proxy conflict. Do you think there's a chance that they might come to this conclusion?
Because asking the military-industrial complex to stop wanting to arm Ukraine and stop wanting to slaughter you, have Ukraine slaughtered, and having Ukraine go through the meat grinder is like asking Apple to please stop selling iPhones. It's just that's what they do. I mean, this is the whole military-industrial congressional think tank media complex. It's a system that at its that takes raw materials and people, and on the other end, spits out weapons and destruction and death. That's just what it does. So they will continue doing that for as long as this machine works. And the machine itself, I don't see any indications that it's getting any weaker. I mean, reputational damage. Okay, fine. They had a couple of bucks in their products, and they've been negative in the headlines, but they continue, and they're much bigger than Apple. So Apple will not stop trying to sell iPhones. Only once they have something better than an iPhone, they will retire the iPhone. The military-industrial complex is not going to try to stop, to stop the war in Ukraine, and until and unless they have something else. So I think the one way where you have this kind of nonsense stopping, sadly, is going to be a next war.